Hi, John Alex here with the first match in my league run with Grinding Station, playing against my friend JPA93, another Jonathan. Um, it's unfortunate I have to play him because usually we try to communicate so that we don't have to face each other. We alternate um, who's going in league, or in queue rather. Um, but given that I'm recording, I don't have Facebook open. He takes a mulligan. He's usually on Sneak, but he could also easily be on Grixis or Stoneblade, which he's played in the past. This hand is decent. We have some mana, some disruption and lands, so it should be fine against most of his decks. But okay, he keeps it 7, no, his 6. Scries to the bottom, Volcanic Preordain, so he likely is on Sneak. Which means I'm likely gonna cast Gataxian Probe on the first turn. Bottom and top, okay. And Lotus Petal, interesting. So maybe he has Spell Pierce. So drawing the land, I think I just want to go Volcanic Go actually, because I'm not sure if he knows what I'm on, so he might not go for the turn 2 show and tell, which he doesn't do here. He just plays Island Go. So Preordain, interesting. I think again I'm just gonna play land and pass the turn. We might get punished for that, but I think keeping up the mind game is better here, or the bluff rather. Okay, the main phase Brainstorm. Let's just hope he doesn't Grizzlebrand or Emrakul here. Well, if he show and tells Emrakul, that's okay, but if he sneak attacks Emrakul, that is pretty bad. Okay, Ponder to shuffle the Brainstorm, that is definitely good news, and I think okay, Scalding Tarn. Given that he just brainstormed, I think now is a good time to cast the probe, and also we drew Lion's Eye Diamond, so that is pretty good. Potentially, if he has nothing, we have enough mana to Burning Wish for Telement Performance, which would be funny, for sure. So let's see what he has. Okay, Grizzlebrand, Lotus Petal, Mountain, and Sneak Attack. That is basically nothing. Ad nauseam. Interesting. So Telement Performance here is extremely risky. But I actually think I want to go for it. We get either Grizzlebrand or Emrakul, both of which are great. Let's view sideboard to make sure we have Telement. Okay. Yeah, this is kind of hilarious, actually. I have actually never done this, and I'm just gonna do it because it's funny. Maybe not the best way to make decisions, but I do want to entertain, and I also want to show off my cool sideboard cards. And I actually think if he has Sneak and Grizzlebrand, well, he has Mountain, Lotus Petal. He could actually put in 2 creatures, so that is dangerous, I guess. So if he finds Emrakul off his Grizzlebrand, that's not going to be enough. So actually, now that I think about it, we do have to do something. So let's just preordain here. We can, okay, Tendrils. Huh. Is there a Past in Flames loop? I don't think there is, because we don't have mana. So I'm gonna bottom the Tendrils, put Brainstorm on top. Getting punished for the decision not to to crack the fetch prematurely. I can therapy for Sneak or for Griselbrand. I think Sneak is the worst card for us, because at this point he knows we're on Storm. If you draw a Show and Tell, that is not too terrible. He actually might have a Show and Tell on top of his library or another creature. He did not shuffle with the Ponder, did he? Oh, he did. Okay, so then I'm definitely going to name Sneak Attack. We could also potentially just go for Ad Nauseam next turn. The Sneak. Okay. Yeah. Playing impatiently, not the greatest choice here. And Ponder, okay, that was a decent top deck. Not shuffling, interesting. Did he just draw Show and Tell? Preordain, okay. That is a fair card to keep on top with Ponder. Bottom. I'm seriously considering. Okay, top. Did he just find Show and Tell? Okay. Oh, Sneak Attack. Okay. Now I'm seriously considering the end step Brainstorm here. You could Telemin him, excuse me, but he has Griselbrand in hand, which is gonna come down next turn, and then he might just find the what's it called? Emrakul. So I think the end step Brainstorm here is good. No matter. Excuse me. Sorry. I'm really sorry for that. So yeah, now we're talking. We have Cabal Ritual, we have Rite of Flame, we have a billion mana. We do not want to draw the Underground Sea because we need the fetch land in the graveyard for Threshold. So let's put back these two. Play the Scalding Tarn. And is there a Past in Flames loop in our future? We have 5 mana, 8 mana, 11 mana. Burning Wish means 9. Infernal Tutor means 7. Past in Flames 3. Then Cabal Ritual Flashback is 6. Rite of Flames Flashback 7. Infernal Tendrils 1. So there we go. Just need to make sure to actually use the fetch. Underground Sea, because why not? Cabal Ritual, Lines of Diamond. Let's just crack the LED in response to the Burning Wish, because okay. Yes, we do want to use its ability. Infernal Tutor. Making sure to keep red mana here. Let's Past the Flames. There's Rite of Flame. Magic Online already lagging again because my computer is really bad. And there's Infernal for the Lethal Tendrils. We want to use all of the same targets. Unfortunately, we didn't get to Telemin performance him. Not that I really want to do it to him, but I want to do it on camera. So versus Sneak, I actually like the Burning Wishes. I don't like the extra Tendrils. I do like the Ad Nauseam. This is a matchup where you don't really want to sideboard all that much. It makes me wish I had... Actually, I'm wondering if empty main deck is better than Tendrils main deck here. Jonathan has been known to run Leyline of Sanctity, so let's do this. Actually, this list has 0 outs to Leyline, which is extremely unfortunate. I should drink something before the next round. I think I like the extra cantrips, and I like boarding out some rituals here. Let's bring in Infernal Tutor and cut one of the Burning Wishes. Despite the fact that we're keeping Ad Nauseam, I don't like bringing Chrome Mox here. Or do I? Actually think with Ad Nauseam and MT I like 1 Mox. We can cut the basic Swamp. And so these are the cards we're boarding out. These are for the 4 Infernals, for the MT and the Mox. Yeah, I just wish we had something for Leyline, other than just MT. What can you do? This looks decent to me, and so I'm gonna submit this. I really hope we can Telemon Performance at some point in this league. Because Telemon Performance is a cool card. And Jonathan keeping 7. I also want to keep these 7. And okay, no Leyline. That is really good. Leyline was a lot easier for us when we still had what's it called? Xantid Swarm. Here I'm gonna fire up the Duress. It might run into Spell Pierce or Flusterstorm, but I really don't want to face the turn 2 Show and Tell. And then I can start cantripping next turn. It is kind of annoying to not start cantripping immediately when you have these many. So here's Spell Pierce, I guess. Yep. No, can't pay for that. And okay, so he's cantripping as well. Good for us. I'm not entirely sure which cantrip to lead with next turn. I guess it depends on the draw step. If I find something I want to shuffle away, I'm going to use the Brainstorm. And yeah, the second Infernal definitely isn't great, so Brainstorm time it is to make maximum use of the Bloodstained Mire. I think I like keeping the second Cabal Therapy. Definitely putting back the Infernal Tutor. And I'm seriously considering shuffling away the Brainstorm here. Yeah, that actually seems decent to me. Unfortunately, we have just 1 more mana source, and we want to probe Jonathan. Okay, so actually what I'm gonna do is put the Brainstorm on top and not use the Maya before casting the probe, because I'm not sure if I want to use red mana this turn, black mana this turn, or blue mana, depending on what Jonathan has in hand. And I want to keep open the option of getting red mana with the fetch land. So I could either fetch Underground Sea or one of the red sources, but no matter what, I can't get all the sources. If that makes any sense, the way I just said it. It definitely makes sense. Okay, so Grafdigger's Cage, that is interesting. Let me find a pen to write this down, and a piece of paper. So there's Force, Pierce, Cage, Plasm, and Show. This sound makes me want to cantrip here. I could go for the Cabal Therapy on either Cage or Show and Tell, but that would just get Spell Pierced, and this way I get to fetch red mana. Casting Preordain because we're gonna draw the next card for sure. I think I would bottom the Preordain because we already have all these cantrips, and just draw the Dark Ritual. So here's Cage, yes. We can't get rid of that. Actually, we can because we have Sideboard, by Force, and Pulverize. Just something to keep in mind. Lions of Diamond, that is a pretty good draw. Let's ponder first in case Jonathan wants to Spell Pierce this. Petal Petal Wish. How good is this? So I think we want to shuffle this. The extra mana is good, but not amazing. And we want to keep the Lotus Petals in the deck for when we Ad Nauseam, which is very likely to be our win condition this game. Yeah, I think I like shuffling this. There's no guaranteed kill, is there? No. Although actually, if we draw one of the petals, we can Cabal Therapy this turn, which meets Spell Pierce, then Therapy again next turn, and then go for the Exactsies Ad Nauseam, but I think that's quite risky, so let's not do that. Instead, okay, another LED, that's much better than drawing another petal. And there's, yeah, we could lead Dark Ritual and then cast discard, but we can only cast one discard, so we had to Therapy for Force and hope Therapy doesn't get Spell Pierced, otherwise the Pierce is just way too good, trading for the Dark Ritual. We don't want any of that. So this Therapy is going to get Spell Pierced, and then we can pass the turn. Pierce gone, Cage gone. There's the Spell Pierce. No, don't pay. And F6. Okay, Ponder. That is new. We know 3 of the current 4 cards in Jonathan's hand. Force of Will, Pyroclasm, and Show and Tell. There's Misty, okay. So still only one unknown card. Delta is a very good draw. Let's play this. Cabal Therapy. Force of Will. Okay. Swan Song. Okay. That says enchantment, instant, or sorcery. That's a good draw. I would have rather named Swan Song than Force of Will here, actually, because Force makes him keep the Show and Tell in hand. But I guess it's time to find another discard spell then. We did not succeed with our goal. Putting away definitely Chrome Mox. Not sure about Cabal Ritual or Dark Ritual. This actually makes me wish I had kept the Burning Wish, but then we wouldn't be in the position we're in here with the double LED. So I think I'm going to keep the Dark Ritual because we have infinite mana, basically infinite anyway, and Dark Ritual is easier to cast up front. So yeah. Yeah, this is the kind of situation where Burning Wish really shines. Your opponent has a counter, and you have a tutor and LEDs. And you don't have to crack the LEDs because Burning Wish just gets cards anyway. And okay, Jonathan not doing anything. And let's upkeep fetch. I would fetch Swampy if I had it in my deck, just to not lose to Blood Moon, despite the fact that Jonathan has double Volcanic Island. He could still have Blood Moon in his deck randomly. Not that I think it's very good. Can look at Badlands. Brainstorm, that's a decent draw. We might just Brainstorm block ourselves here, but I don't think we have time. given that he already has Show and Tell in hand and a counter. So if he has land creature, we might just die. And this is a very good find. Putting, I think, do we want the land? I think we want the land more than we want the extra LED. But we also want to be able to ponder next turn. So we know the Swan Song, we know the Show and Tell, we know the Pyroclast and one unknown card. I think it's correct to go for it here. How much mana do we have? 6. So yeah, not keeping the Cabal Ritual was not great here. Yeah, let's just put it like this and Duress off Underground Sea. This is gonna get Swan Songed, I'm quite sure. Unless Jonathan drew another counter, then it's pretty good to not Swan Song this, because Swan Song would give us a creature. I'm inclined to think that Jonathan has drawn something to Show and Tell in, likely Emrakul, because he took some time on his main phase last turn, and we're actually extremely low on time because I'm talking a lot. That being said, I think so far I've been doing a better job outlining my plays than in the previous league run with Storm. So definitely let me know how you think about that when you're watching. So yeah, I'm quite sure Jonathan does not have another counter, because then he would just snap off the Swan Song. Okay. Of course we might also have been mind gamed really hard here. Let's play LED. Let's play Dark Ritual. And actually at this point Tendrils is already lethal. So what are we gonna crack the LED for? Let's still just go with, actually we don't have Tendrils in our main deck, do we? So yeah, we need to Infernal for Burning Wish for Tendrils. Okay, good that I checked this. If Jonathan has Force now, we're still not in a terrible position. Flusterstorm we could pay for actually. Is it Brainstorm? Impulse. Flusterstorm we could actually pay for, and I think we might want to. Okay, so we win. He whiffed off the Brainstorm. And thanks for tuning in. See you tomorrow with the another match in this league run with Grinding Station. Thanks for tuning in.